Okay, we're talking with Dennis-Manoloff, Plain Dealer sports columnist. Dennis, Browns with a move this week, naming Kevin Hogan to be the starter at quarterback over deshone-kizer. What's your take?
Well, I'm not surprised by it. Obviously, coming off of last week, week 5, when Hogan was inserted into the game to start the second half for an ineffective deshone-kizer. You know, when that happens, anything's possible. All bets are off going into the following week. And Hue-Jackson has said this week that winning is a priority, and you can understand why. Sure. He's 1-20 as a Browns head coach. He wants to win, and he feels like Hogan gives him the best chance to do that because the offense with Hogan at the controls moves better. It just has. Now, there are extenuating circumstances. Hogan's benefited from prevent defenses in the times that he's come in this year. In the second half, the Jets were willing to trade yards for time in the last drive. He's benefited from, you know, some other things that Kizer didn't have to face, you know, but the bottom line is the offense has looked better under Hogan. Kizer is sort of stuck in the mud. He's just not getting it 100% right now. His decision making is called into question. I think he's hesitant to make throws because he's afraid to throw picks. So it's a time where Jackson said, okay, I got to make a change, and I'm not saying it's going to be permanent, but it was the right call at this particular time of the season.
Okay, well, with that in mind, what is Kizer's future here? You know, a week or two ago, Hugh talked about his improvement and how he'd been getting better every game. It's, you know, believed by almost everyone that he's the quarterback of the future. What does this say now?
Yeah. Well, he maintains that Kizer has a bright future and that he plans on having him be here as a long-term guy. But you never know, Mike. In the National Football League, stands for not for long. I mean, you don't know. I mean, what if, and I guarantee that Hogan comes in here and all of a sudden lights the world on fire. But, you know, what if Kizer doesn't get his starting job back the rest of this year? You know, what if Hogan is playing well? Even though Hogan may not be, he might not fit the profile of a franchise QB, but if he holds the starting job for the remainder of the season, then what do you do going into the offseason? Or do you, as the Browns, say, well, you know what, we'll come back with a new and improved deshone-kizer in 2018? Or do you say, you know what, we need to go into the draft where we have, you know, a lot of picks and high picks and go get another quarterback? Yeah. So once you get benched as a, you know, as an NFL quarterback, not in game, but game to game, who knows what happens to your future? Okay,
just quickly, what do you think? What do you expect from Hogan this week?
I think I expect a better offense, better rhythm, tempo to the offense, but there's going to be struggles. I mean, he's made mistakes, by the way, in a couple of his appearances, or in his appearances. So he's going to make some mistakes. He's probably going to force some throws. Houston's down defensively. They've lost some key pieces, including J.J. Watt and Whitney Merciless. So he's going to have some chances, you would think. But, you know, I expect the offense to look better than it has under Kizer so far.